Listen, ladies, are you ready? All right, let's go.
Back.
Sunita now in a good position, double underhooks, got her arms clasped, looking for the outside trip, gets it, maintains the top, and it did pay off. She's got the top position now, potentially looking for a head and arm triangle. And to finish that, she's got to get that right leg out of that position, skip into the side control, or indeed she can finish that from the belly position.
Yes, an incredible start to this round from Zebra. Took those shots, went to work and looking to squeeze. I think she's out, Pete. She is out cold. It's all over. What a finish from Sunita early in the first round. And look how she's helping her opponent here. And Compilation now smiling happily. Great medical team, great sportsmanship. Initially from Sunita, it's incredible.
Yeah, just showing a completely new side to this head and arm triangle. So the arm of Polina and the arm of Sunita was choking her in that position. Look at the way she drives all her weight down and squeezes until she passes out.
In the unforgiving world of mixed martial arts, where strength meets strategy and speed is just as lethal as brute force, the chokehold remains one of the most dramatic and definitive techniques in a fighter's arsenal. This compilation brings together 21 intense minutes of high-stakes action, spotlighting the very best in female MMA as they unleash devastating submission finishes via chokes that leave no room for doubt, hesitation, or escape. Every clip captures the raw essence of combat, the grit, the determination, and the precise execution of techniques that can end a fight in seconds. These aren't just fights. They're calculated battles where one mistake can cost everything, and where the will to dominate meets the skill to end it all with a single, well-applied choke. Each sequence in this compilation tells its own unique story. You'll witness the psychological warfare that starts long before the first punch is thrown. The stare down, the feints, the reading of the opponent's movement. Every moment is a puzzle waiting to be solved. What makes these choked-out finishes even more compelling is the sheer variety of techniques used. From a classic rear-naked choke to guillotines, triangle chokes, and even the rare Ezekiel and Anaconda submissions, the arsenal displayed is a true masterclass in MMA submissions. These fighters are not only physically conditioned to withstand punishment, but they're also mentally sharp, constantly calculating their next move even while caught in the chaos of flurry or takedown. You'll see fighters working from every position imaginable, some creating opportunities from their backs, others dominating from top control or transitioning through slick scrambles to lock in fight-ending holds. The setup is often as impressive as the finish. Watch as one fighter feints a sweep, then pivots seamlessly into a triangle choke that tightens within seconds. Another presses her opponent against the cage, softens her with elbows, and then transitions into a guillotine so tight that the tap is almost immediate. Each finish reflects hours of drilling, an intimate understanding of human anatomy, and a warrior's composure under fire. What makes female MMA so compelling is the relentless pace and heart that these athletes bring to the cage. Unlike the often slow and grinding pace of some heavyweight bouts, these fights move quickly. Transitions are crisp, the action never dull, and the finishes come when you least expect them. The intensity never drops, and neither does the technical brilliance. It's not just about physicality. These women are artists in the cage, using leverage, pressure, and angles to create openings that their opponents can't see coming until it's too late. Each moment in this compilation is a testament to the evolution of female MMA. Once overlooked and underappreciated, women's combat sports have now taken center stage. The fighters featured here represent different promotions, weight classes, and styles, but they all share one common trait: the ability to end a fight with a choke that leaves no room for doubt. The variety in technique is matched only by the variety in personalities. You'll see calm and composed fighters who barely react even after scoring a submission, as well as fiery competitors who roar with victory the moment their opponent taps or goes limp. The chokes showcase range from fast and violent to slow and methodical. Some are locked in during wild scrambles where both fighters are transitioning rapidly, and suddenly one of them is caught. Others are set up with surgical precision, the aggressor isolating an arm, adjusting the grip, securing position, and then cinching the hold until the only option left is submission or unconsciousness. It's a psychological game, a war of attrition, an exercise in patience and timing. The best chokes come not just from strength, but from knowing exactly when and how to apply pressure, and how to control your own breathing while denying it to your opponent. Throughout this compilation, you'll notice how often fights turn on a dime. One fighter may appear to be in full control, landing shots and pressing the pace, until one mistake opens the door for a counterattack. A single takedown or misstep in grappling can result in a reversal, and from there, it's a race against time. Once the choke is locked in, the seconds feel like hours of victim, and the tap, when it comes, is a mercy. In other instances, the fight ends with the fighter going out cold, their body going limp in the arms of their opponent as the referee rushes in to break the hold. The reactions from the corners, the crowd, and even the referees add to the high-stakes drama. Coaches yelling instructions as their fighter sinks in a choke, fans erupting as they see the tap, and referees carefully watching for signs of unconsciousness. All adds to the atmosphere. These are not scripted moments. They're raw, real, and unscripted. This is a sport at its most intense, moments where victory and defeat are only a few breaths apart. What's also worth appreciating is the sportsmanship shown in most of these finishes. Fighters often check on their opponents after a choke, offering a hand or a hug, showing that even in a brutal sport, respect and camaraderie are deeply rooted. These moments are powerful reminders that behind the gloves and the mouth guards are real people. Disciplined athletes who train relentlessly, suffer setbacks, and come back stronger. From young prospects hungry to make their mark to seasoned veterans looking to cement their legacies, the fighters in this compilation showcase the full spectrum of experience. Some chokes are pulled off with the boldness of youth, aggressive and daring. Others a result of veteran savvy, calm, methodical, and inevitable. But regardless of how they happen, each one is a perfect storm of timing, technique, and tenacity. This compilation doesn't just entertain, it educates. For those new to MMA, it's a crash course in submission grappling. You'll see how fighters set up positions, control the hips, isolate limbs, and transition smoothly from one attempt to another. For experienced fans, it's a highlight reel of perfection, a reminder how beautiful and brutal the ground game can be. Every angle, every reaction, every tap tells a story, and each story adds another layer to the ever-evolving legacy of women's MMA.
쉽게 포기할 수 없다. 무기력한 모습을 보여주신
closing that distance. She did eat a big punch, but she was able to close that distance. Sometimes you have to take one just to get your takedown and close the distance. She's got to be aware of her neck. This is a good position for Asha to finish it.
There's something uniquely powerful about seeing a fighter refuse to quit, even when caught deep in a choke. The heart, the grit, and the sheer will to keep fighting until the very last moment is inspiring. And when that moment comes, when the choke tightens, the taps come, or the lights go out, it's a definitive end to a fierce contest. No judges needed, no split decisions. Just a clean, undeniable victory born from skill and control. As the minutes unfold in this 21-minute saga, the viewer is taken on a roller coaster ride of tension and release. Every time the camera pans to a locked-in choke, you hold your breath, knowing that it could be the end. And each time the referee steps in, the intensity resets for the next bout. It's a rhythm of battle and resolution, of escalation and climax, repeated again and again with fresh energy and ferocity. In a sport that constantly evolves, submissions remain one of the purest ways to win. And among those, the choke stands tall, a primal, effective, and often poetic way to claim victory. There's no way to fake it. You're either in control or you're not. You either escape or you submit. That binary outcome gives every moment a razor-sharp edge. And this compilation captures that edge perfectly. Whether it's a coiled anaconda squeeze that leaves no room to breathe, a rear naked choke that comes after a dominant back take, or a sneaky triangle off the back that turns defense into offense. Each choke out in this video is a triumph of mind and body. These women have honed their skills through blood, sweat, and repetition. And the payoff is here for all to see. This isn't just a video, it's a showcase of dominance, a gallery of greatness, a tribute to every woman who's ever stepped into a cage and put it all on the line. It's a celebration of those moments when technique triumphs over power, when calm under pressure becomes the key to victory, and when a single squeeze can silence the noise and declare the winner beyond all doubt. As you watch this compilation, take in every detail, the shifts in posture, the wrist control, the head position, the angle of the squeeze. All of it matters. These aren't accidental finishes. They're the product of endless hours on the mat, drilling and refining. They're the result of mastering the art of patience, knowing when to wait and when to strike. They are a reflection of the beautiful brutality that makes MMA so compelling. So settle in, focus up, and prepare to witness 21 minutes of nothing but the most jaw-dropping, spine-tingling, breath-stealing chokeouts in the female MMA world. Each one is a highlight. Each one is a statement. And together, they form a relentless cascade of submission mastery that will leave you breathless, just like the fighters caught in those vice-like grips.
Ela tá tentando arrochar, tá ali forçando demais a Juliana Aguiar, que apagou rapidinho, hein? Não chegamos aos 40 segundos de combate, foi instantâneo o golpe da Vanessa Porto, que venceu rapidinho a Juliana Aguiar e ficou ali apagado. Ela estava arrochando o pescoço, começou a sentir a Juliana. Olha o movimento perfeito da Vanessa Porto. E aí a confirmação da vitória relâmpago da Vanessa Porto. Ela que é de Brotas venceu aí, finalizou